Crypto market crash pauses commercial deals with sports firms. The current downtrend of the crypto market has negatively affected financial institutions, particularly those dealing with digital currencies. Currently, some firms are beginning to feel the heat from a different angle. This involves sponsorship deals between these digital currency companies and sports teams. This is particular to the crypto firms that have already spent hundreds of millions on the matter. As of 2021, the news reported that many digital currency firms invested billions of dollars in sponsoring sports. These companies had believed that the same would occur in 2022, only to wake up to the dawning of the downturn in the crypto market. As the crypto winter takes hold, there have been records of losses for certain digital currency firms. This led them to make some hard decisions, such as trimming costs and staff headcounts. Moreover, companies that ventured into heavy sports deals are seeking ways to sustain their operations. As such, there is a need to cut down costs. According to the reports, the digital currency exchange, FTX, drew back on the issue of offering a jersey patch for the Los Angeles Angel of MLB. This occurred some weeks back, seeing the tanking of the digital currency market. However, from the news, FTX had shelled out $135 million in March 2020 to rename the Miami Heat's home. Sources cited another example of a Knicks deal resulting from the crypto market crash. This involved the patch deal between a crypto firm and the NBA's Washington Wizards. Many crypto companies consider the Washington Wizards patch desirable. This is because the regulators and politicians who supervise their games are more often in attendance. However, there was no response from the parties, Washington Wizards and FTX. Going further, Joe Favorito, a professor in charge of sports at the University of Columbia, made a statement about the situation. From his speech, there will be no announcement on sports partnerships or sponsorships until the Bulls take over the market. Furthermore, it was disclosed that vast amounts of money were poured into sponsorships deals during the last bullish market trend. Some examples of crypto firms cited were Crypto.com, FTX, and Tezos. For example, sources noted that Crypto.com offered about $700 million to name the Los Angeles Lakers home for nearly 20 years. Some examples of crypto firms cited were Crypto.com, FTX, and Tezos. For example, sources noted that Crypto.com offered about $700 million to name the Los Angeles Lakers home for nearly 20 years. Furthermore, in March 2021, FTX offered $135 million, as stated earlier. This was intended to replace the name of the Miami Heat's home arena with FTX Arena. Moving on to Tezos, the company offered $27 million annually to maintain the Manchester United uniforms logo. However, the current market trend does not change the firm deals between NFT companies and real-world products. This means that there are certain benefits still available to the related parties. An example is Budweiser, a golden beer manufacturer in partnership with Zedrun, a renowned horse racing platform. Another source example is Tom Brady's autograph NFT marketplace in partnership with ESPN. Again, the idea was to develop significant content for the sports television network. Bitcoin steady above $20,000 after drop to $17,000, a slow climb to green. After a weekend in which Bitcoin, BTC, experienced realized losses to the tune of $7.3 billion, the largest cryptocurrency has erased all weekend losses and is up over 8% to $21,206 in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin has risen almost 22% since Saturday's low of $17,592, and is currently trading around $21,000. The BTC price increased more than 4% to $20,882. Coinmetrics data showed Tuesday. Over the weekend, Bitcoin reached a low of $17,959. It had not been lower since December 2020. On Wednesday, Bitcoin climbed after a slew of negative sentiments had lifted the cryptocurrency to a new 2022 low over the weekend. Bitcoin market selling pressure. Heavy liquidations in the cryptocurrency market dropped Bitcoin's price below its all-time high in 2017, placing a heavy load on the whole cryptocurrency industry. The broader cryptocurrency market did not anticipate such a sharp decline, especially below the unbreakable $19,000 support, but the cryptocurrency has, as is occasionally the case, breached the $20,000 barrier. The price actions are a response to the negative press surrounding the Bitcoin sector, which began with pressure from macroeconomic forces. As this developed, the United States Federal Reserve raised its benchmark interest rate by 0.75 of a percentage point, the largest increase since 1994. This recovery takes out some of the extreme oversold aspect of the cryptocurrency, Alex Kupcikevich, a senior market strategist at FX Pro, pointed out. However, it is too soon to speak of a long-term turnaround. All unfavorable fundamentals remain in place, he continued. Crypto total market cap at $881 billion on the daily chart, source, TradingView. The surprising rebound was also largely caused by a lack of selling activity on centralized exchanges, since the vast majority of institutional and individual investors gave up during the weekend trading session, when the Bitcoin network suffered $7 billion in losses. Similarly to stock investors, crypto investors are treading carefully in the face of bear market rallies, with some expecting the asset class would decline further before experiencing a substantial recovery. Craig Earlham, a senior market analyst at Hoanda, cautions against growing too comfortable with market gains, despite minor recovery in traditional markets following the Juneteenth holiday market closures on Monday. Earlham stated in a newsletter, "Everyone is looking for the bottom, but there's a tremendous cloud of uncertainty over the forecast and the data has not yet shown any good indicators."